Can I answer a few questions?
Okay.
I am live on YouTube. Is that okay?
Okay, yeah.
Awesome. Okay, let me put this down. So my name's Anna. What's yours?
My name's Jasmine.
Jasmine. Lovely to meet you, Jasmine. Sorry, I got hair in my mouth.
I always do.
Yeah, right. It's a long hair problem. So I'm just asking people about oppression and how they feel about it. Oppression meaning prolonged cruel treatment to others. So how do you feel about oppression?
Obviously, it's bad.
Right.
Yeah, not a good idea.
What if someone is stronger than someone else? Should they have the power to oppress the weak?
No, definitely not.
I agree. It sounds obvious. I'm going somewhere, I promise. So what if someone is more intelligent than someone else? Should they have the power to oppress?
Especially not.
Yeah, I
Double
agree.
not.
Right, exactly, because they have the understanding of what's right and wrong.
Mhm.
What if the powerless are small and maybe don't stand upright? Maybe they're covered in hair. Should we still?
No,
Okay,
absolutely not.
I agree. So this next question might get you off guard. I'm not trying to throw you off. But what about the animals that we use for food, clothing, entertainment? Would you say that we're oppressing them?
I would say for the most part. Here is a great place to find non-oppressed animals, but pretty much everywhere else, we just treat them like a commodity.
Yeah. Do you think that we should respect animals?
Definitely.
Can we respect others while using them without their consent?
I definitely think that there's a way. It's going to be more expensive and it's going to be more time-consuming, but that shouldn't be a reason not to do it.
So we all know that animals are sentient, right? That they have the ability to have subjective experiences and emotions. That means they can experience their own version of pain, their own versions of love and joy or loss. So since we're so related, we both have sentience, we both want to live, we want to live free of harm. What morally justifies using animals without their consent, but it's not okay to do to humans? What's the morally relevant difference?
Not really too much, except for the fact that we, as with intelligence, probably rationalize it away.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. Do you know the word vegan? Yeah. Tell me what you think it means.
Not eating anything with any animal products in it.
So that is something that vegans do, but veganism is actually an ethical, principled stance against the exploitation of other beings. So if I can avoid demanding someone's oppression or exploitation, I do so. I avoid doing that. I either go without whatever that is, or I just try to find an alternative if I can. So what's stopping you, do you think, from leaving this conversation vegan?
I don't know. I'm personally a vegetarian, so I definitely don't eat meat products at all. But I still do eat butter. I eat honey. These kinds of things. I do try to be conscious about sourcing of where it's at. I'm a vendor here, so I'm always like next to cool people, and I do
exactly.
like a lot of trades and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Probably convenience, which is an unfortunate answer.
Yeah. I was gonna say, do you know the process behind like dairy, for example?
No, but it's bad, I'm sure.
Yeah, so even on these nice farms, a cow is a mammal, right? When do mammals produce milk?
When they have a baby.
When they have a baby. So if they have to produce a baby every year, where are all these babies? Yeah. Like if they're male, what do you think happens to the male?
They get eaten, most likely, right? Isn't all beef from
it's
steers?
It's a bit of mix. So some people just off them. It depends if they have access to a market. So if it's too much of a cost to go take them to market.
Some places will just kill the boys and
just
don't even eat them.
And they can use like a shovel or a blunt object.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because they don't produce milk and they don't produce the right kind of flesh to become beef cows. Some of them are raised for veal, so like 6 months. Some can be raised up to 2 years to be turned into beef, but for the most part, they're just either used for veal or unalived right away.
Oh man, I didn't realize that. I always thought, I also don't like waste. You know what I mean? Cruelty is bad, but also waste.
Yeah, I'm like, imagine what
Can we
that little
at least eat
calf
that
is
guy?
going through, though. Well, imagine what he's going through, though, right?
Yeah.
First day of life, is that fair to take his life,
Yeah.
even if we do eat him, right?
Yeah.
That's not fair.
No, it's not, but like at least use it.
But he's sentient, right? Yeah, so we have lots of human babies that pass away. We wouldn't consider eating them, right?
Oh my God, no, yeah.
Right, because,
God.
But it's mostly because we don't want to normalize consuming someone that we know is having an experience, right? So since we know that animals are also having a similar capacity, they have, subjective emotions, like what is it that might be stopping you from, living fully vegan instead of vegetarian? No longer demanding these mothers have their babies separated, which I didn't get to. Once they have a 9 months pregnancy, their baby's taken away so that we can drink the milk.
Yeah.
Some farms may bring their calves back in, but again, they're not going to keep them very long.
They're sucking down the profits.
Exactly, because farmers go into farming for money. They may love doing it, but they're only going to do it for money. It's a business. So if something is too much of a cost, they have to cut those costs. Sometimes they just sell them and then they don't know what happens.
Which is not really better.
Right, it's the same thing. So again, if we're supposed to be respecting animals, can we do so without their consent? Is that really respecting them?
No, certainly not. Yeah.
Can I give you a card?
Yeah,
Awesome.
sure.
Okay. So this shows you a documentary of just standard
In the udder.
practices. It's
Nice.
in the udders.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
information's in the udders. So when you
Cool.
scan this, the first thing you'll see is Dominion, is the documentary. You can scroll below that, but I do encourage people to watch it just because it shows you standard practice. Even these farmers here have a standard practice. So it's important to know what it is you're demanding and ask yourself if you really want to give your money to those people that are doing this to animals. I know that eggs can seem a little more hidden, the suffering, because some people can make their chickens very happy, but you'll notice that they're almost all females. So again, there's a waste, right, of males. So where are all the
I see
boy
what you
chickens?
mean, yeah. But I thought in egg production or in chicken production, you can incubate them at a certain temperature and will make only females. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm not a chicken farmer.
It's not very common practice to do that right now. I don't think it's that reliable. There is technology coming in where they can sex before, but let's say they can sex them right now. They can make sure that they're all female and no males are culled in the beginning. We took someone out of their home called the red jungle fowl, and she only laid 13 eggs a year. And we bred her with someone she wouldn't normally mate with, which we wouldn't want that done to us, so that her baby was mutated to fit our needs to produce more eggs. So they went from 13 eggs a year to 300.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
And anybody who's selling eggs here, I guarantee their chickens lay eggs at least multiple times a week. So that is definitely from that genetic manipulation for sure. And to demand that someone be bred into existence just to be used by you, that just doesn't sound morally right?
From the sentience point of view,
Exactly.
yeah. Like I'm thinking, I'm a pepper farmer. That's what I grow, and there's a lot of different genetic variation. We've done a lot of different stuff to peppers, but I don't feel guilty about
I don't feel guilty about it. Right, exactly, because they don't make preferences. They don't even have the organs available to be sentient. Some people will argue that plants, trees, they have some kind of sentience, but even if they were, the animals we use get fed plants. We're actually harming the planet with how much we're growing to feed these animals. It's like, of our total agricultural land, 83% is dedicated to just animals. So if we eliminated that, we could actually reduce our ag land use by 75% and still feed 10 billion people.
And then, of course, as humans, I'm sure when we're buying the stuff that's like, I know, did you see she's got the pockets with the udders?
Look at me, both of you.
Oh, it hands going
Yeah, I know, right?
Look. Terrific. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I was
You
just
know
thinking,
what I love? If you get a little closer together.
Oh,
okay, all right, we're besties.
Yeah, that's terrific.
What is this going on?
I don't know.
Oh, I love it.
Okay.
One more.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Enjoy the farmer's market.
I was gonna say also, if we're growing that much plants for animals, we're probably not growing them in the best way and conditions.
Yes.
It's probably the worst GMO
Oh,
corn
no, you're totally
and
right.
all of that monocrop crap that's
the
not cool.
cattle grade food is
It's
like more sprayed with pesticides and all that stuff. Yeah, exactly. Yes. So environmentally speaking, veganism is definitely a perk in that direction, but it really is behind the ethics, because even if it was bad for the environment, I'd still be out here trying to talk to people, because you know, the animals care what happens to them, just like we care what happens to us, even though we're in this giant crowd, right? And maybe one or two of us were to pass away, which is terrible to think about, but that would be such a small percentage, right? It would be nothing. But to us, if I was the one that lost my life, that would mean everything to me.
Oh yeah.
Even though I'm just one individual.
I mean, I think that is like the essence of sentience.
Exactly.
This is
I'm
my
me.
life.
I'm the center of my universe. Exactly.
Yeah.
You get it. So vegan from now on?
I mean, I might have to switch it up. Yeah.
Yes, at least check
I
out
mean,
those
for me, it's not
resources.
too far. So
Yeah,
I don't have
yeah,
to give up,
exactly,
you know?
exactly.
I'm like right there.
Just watch that documentary and ask yourself, like, do I really want to be a part of this anymore?
Cool.
And, yeah. Awesome. I really appreciate
It was nice to meet you. Jasmine? What was your name again?
Anna. Oh, well, you got
Well, I
gloves
got
on.
gloves on,
You
yeah.
got gloves on. Awesome.
We threw the-
I know. Yeah. There you go.
I
Oh,
love
that's
that
a
too
shot.
long.
That's a great
I know,
shot.
where's the guy? Come
Oh
back.
my God, that was
Come back.
fantastic. All right. Well, you have a
right,
great
nice to
day.
meet you.
Thank you so much. Yes, thank you. You have a great day. A handshake through the udder was too funny.